Brad, thank you. Let's continue our coverage now of the Ray Tensing murder trial. And so jury selection starting today. We're live at the Hamilton County Courthouse. Let's get some legal analysis right now as we are joined by Rodney Harris, who is the director of the Felony Division of the Public Defender's Office. Let's begin with this jury pool we have. More than 190 right now currently as they're going through that process. Is this a rather large jury pool for your typical proceedings?
It's an exceptionally large jury pool for this type of proceeding. But again, with this case getting the amount of attention it's gotten nationally, the amount of attention it's gotten locally, you have to make sure the jurors haven't kind of entrenched themselves in their opinion. So you want to try to get as much of a pool as you can so that you have a big spectrum to choose from.
Stu Matthews, at one point, 3 objections in a matter of 10 minutes. His tactic there is they're literally just interviewing jurors at this point.
It's not unusual. What he's trying to do is prevent the prosecutor from indoctrinating the jury in their line of thought or their theory of the case. You want to try to introduce your theory as best you can and put it in your own words and not in the opposing party's words. So it's not unusual, but the critical facts are usually something that the court will allow the attorneys to touch on so that they can figure out if the jurors are going to be fair for that specific case.
It makes sense that the prosecution would want to bring some facts into light because these are the things you have to determine, especially in this case. Am I correct? It's emotionally sensitive. We're talking about potentially racial issues as well, and even juror safety in this case.
Absolutely. You have to inquire into those. And like I said, there's case law. The critical facts are important to get into. It's fair ground, and you have to know who your judge is going to be.
We're at the lunch break right now, literally just broke for lunch a few minutes ago. We're talking about such a large jury pool to interview. Do you believe they can get this jury seated in the next couple of days? Will this trial start this week?
I believe that it will, and the reason I believe that it will is because that 194 questionnaire that they already sent out gives them a very good starting point. Most of the things that were in that questionnaire, most good attorneys are going to cover in voir dire anyway. Well, now they already have a lead into it. So they know things that they need to expound upon. They know things that they feel comfortable with. So I think there's a good chance that they can have a jury impaneled by the end of the day tomorrow.
All right, I appreciate the insight. We do. We'll have more from you coming up at the quarter hour. So once again, we appreciate the legal insight here. Is once again